CBS, Young, and The Restless. Spoilers, full episodes, Fridays. Update, the 8th of May, 2026. Welcome back to our channel, Y&R Family. Today is another beautiful day to break down all the jaw-dropping drama happening in Genoa City. We have so much to discuss, so let's dive right in. I cannot believe what I just watched. I am literally typing this at 2 a.m. because I am so fired up and I just need to get this out of my system before I explode. Am I the only one who is completely losing their mind over Nick Newman right now? I mean, we all know Nick has been going through absolute hell lately with this whole Matt Clark nightmare. But the scene in Phyllis's office, I am sorry, but that was genuinely terrifying to watch. I've been watching this show for years, since like way back when Nick was the golden boy, moral compass of the Newman family, and seeing him like this is just, it's a lot. He literally stormed into Summers Corp like a hurricane and just started screaming at Phyllis. And not just normal Nick being annoyed at Phyllis screaming. This was unhinged, wild-eyed, completely out of control rage that we have rarely seen from him. What happened to you? You used to be my hero. That is what he said to her. Like, excuse me? Since when is Phyllis Summers anyone's hero, let alone Nick's? They have such a messy, complicated history, and usually Phyllis is the chaotic one, while Nick plays the stable, grounded ex. But the roles are completely reversed right now. You can hear the absolute devastation in his voice. He reminded her that she is facing actual prison time, and then he just lost it. He started screaming so loud that Phyllis, who is never scared of anyone, who literally stares down Victor Newman on a Tuesday for fun, was visibly alarmed. She was looking at him like, "What is wrong with you? Are you okay?" And instead of calming down, Nick just got even angrier and told her he doesn't care what happens to her anymore. My heart broke, but also my blood pressure spiked because we know why he's acting like this. It's the drugs, the fentanyl, the cocaine, the whole toxic cocktail he got from that storage unit in Vegas. Matt Clark has completely destroyed him from the inside out, and now he is taking it out on the mother of his daughter. It's a disaster, and I am dreading where this is going. Okay? Wait, I need to take a breath. Let's pivot to something that is making me equally as mad, but in a totally different way. Lily Winters. Can we please talk about Lily? I am so frustrated with her right now. She was at Tracy's house, just sobbing her eyes out, which, okay, I get. Her uncle Malcolm is dying of aplastic anemia. The twins aren't a bone marrow match, and she is desperate. Tracy gave her a big hug and told her to let it all out, because Tracy is an actual angel on earth, and we don't deserve her. But then Lily starts talking about Cain. Oh my God, Cain Ashby. Lily actually sat there with a straight face and praised Cain's selflessness because he got tested and is a match for Malcolm. She said she feels like he is back to his old self. Are you kidding me, Lily? Have you learned nothing from the decades of lies and manipulation? I was screaming at my screen. Cain is not being selfless. We all know he is using Malcolm's literal life or death situation as leverage to blackmail his way back into power at Chancellor Winters. How is Lily this blind? She always falls for his puppy dog eyes and his smooth accent, completely forgetting his track record of faking his identity and scheming behind her back. But of course the universe has a way of throwing a wrench into things because now everything is falling apart. Cain got arrested. Apparently, it has something to do with the whole Newman takeover situation, and Cain is running around claiming the evidence is fabricated. Sure, January, Tracy, bless her heart, wasn't even surprised. She just nodded along like, "Yep, that sounds exactly like Kane." But Tracy also made a good point. Since Kane is the only match, they have to find a way to work this out. She suggested Lily reach out to Holden. Honestly, bringing Holden into this mess might be the only way to get through to Kane, or at least figure out a legal loophole to get Malcolm the marrow he needs before it's too late. But I swear, if Lily takes Kane back romantically after this, I am throwing my TV out the window. And speaking of people who are totally stressed out, let's check in on Sienna Bacall and Noah Newman at the cabin. Sienna is in a full-blown panic and honestly, mood. "I feel you, girl." She told Noah that she is never going to feel normal again until she knows for an absolute fact whether Matt Clark is dead or alive. And she said she has a gut feeling that Matt is coming for her and that he is already in town. Listen to me. Always trust a woman's intuition because she is 100% right. I was getting chills watching her pace around that cabin, looking over her shoulder, completely terrified. Noah is trying to be the supportive boyfriend, but what can he really do? He's already traumatized from being chained up at that abandoned gas station and watching his dad overdose. This poor family needs therapy like yesterday. But Sienna is totally right to be freaked out, because guess who is just casually strolling around Genoa City like he owns the place? Matt freaking Clark. I almost choked on my drink when he just walked right into the Genoa City Athletic Club. The audacity of this man. He just waltzes in, goes straight to the bar, and actually hopes the bartender recognizes him like he's some kind of local celebrity and not a twisted psychopath who has been terrorizing the Newman family for months. Thankfully, the bartender had no clue who he was. But then it gets so good, Kane sits down at the bar. Kane, who is currently out on bail and drowning in his own legal drama, Matt, being the absolute creep that he is, tries to strike up a conversation. He asks Kane if they've met before. Kane just looks at him, completely unbothered, says, "I don't think so," and literally brushes him off to go sit at another table. I laughed out loud. Of all the people to shut down Matt Clark, it's a stressed out, legally compromised Kane Ashby. But the GCAC scene just kept giving. Holden shows up to talk to Kane. Kane starts complaining about how he's out on bail, but the cops consider him a flight risk, so he can't leave town. I mean, considering Kane's history of faking his identity and running from the truth, can you really blame the police for keeping him on a tight leash? Holden doesn't even stay to listen to Kane's sob story. He gets a phone call and just dips. Hilarious. But then enter Phyllis Summers, the queen of terrible timing. She walks up to Kane, and Kane just unleashes on her. He tells her he will never forgive her for this. Wait, is Phyllis the reason Kane got arrested? We know Victor and Victoria have been framing Phyllis with fake AI-generated emails to steal Summers Corp. Did Phyllis throw Kane under the bus to save herself? Or is Kane just a casualty in Victor's war and he's projecting onto Phyllis? Either way, Kane is furious, Phyllis is stressed, and who is watching this entire interaction unfold from a distance? Matt Clark. Matt is just sitting there, sipping his drink, watching Kane and Phyllis tear into each other. You can just see the gears turning in his sick, twisted head. He thrives on chaos. He loves seeing other people miserable, and right now, Genoa City is serving up misery on a silver platter. He's probably calculating exactly how he can use this Kane and Phyllis feud to his advantage. Maybe he'll team up with Kane. Maybe he'll target Phyllis. Who knows? But the fact that Matt is just roaming free, observing the town's biggest players, while Sienna is having a panic attack in a cabin and Nick is losing his mind on drugs, it's brilliant soap opera writing. I'll give them that. But I am also so stressed out I feel like I need a massage just to decompress from this episode. Okay, let's lighten the mood for a second, because I need to talk about the absolute petty perfection that was Claire Newman and Audra Charles at Chancellor Park. I live for these small, catty interactions. So there is only one outdoor table left at the coffee shop, and Audra, being the smug queen she is, suggests they share it. You just knew it was going to be a disaster. Audra immediately starts bragging about Spectra Charles Media. She is so full of herself right now, especially since she's been playing Sally's supportive bestie while secretly probably plotting her next corporate takeover. But Claire? Claire did not hold back. She looked Audra right in the eye and reminded her that a huge chunk of that company was literally stolen. Boom. Roasted. I cheered. I literally cheered at my screen. Claire has been through so much trauma, and she is finally finding her footing within the Newman family. Seeing her stand up to a corporate shark like Audra is exactly the character growth I am here for. Audra totally underestimates her. But Audra, of course, is never going to let someone else have the last word. She fired right back, mocking Claire and saying it's sad that Claire has no one to hand her jobs anymore. Ouch. That was a low blow, even for Audra. It's like, Audra, you don't need to be this mean, but also, please never change, because you are fantastic television.